Sister Tatum Kutzman. Her theme is, why should we not follow after the crowd? Based on Exodus 23 and verse 2 and also Proverbs 1 and verse 10. And her setting is a parent reasoning with her child. Sister Kutzman.
Hi Tatum, how was school today?
Good. There was another birthday. That makes 3 this week.
Well, after your homework, let's go get some frozen yogurt, okay?
That sounds good.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do any of the kids try to pressure you to take the cupcakes or the treats they bring in?
Yes.
When you tell them no, do they still try to get you to take the treats?
Yes, they try to give them to me no matter how many times I say no.
Oh, that must be really frustrating.
It is.
Well, I'm very proud of you for saying no.
Thanks.
Well, why don't you stop your homework for a few minutes? I want to show you something.
No problem. I'm happy to start my homework.
I bet you are. You know, I have a copy of an article from an old Awake magazine that I was looking up on my phone, so we can print it for family worship. It's called How Can I Have the Courage to Be Brave? Or the Courage to Be Different. It has a section called Be Brave. I will read a little bit from it and maybe it will help you. It says, it's not enough simply to read about courage. To develop the courage that will help you to stand up to peer pressure, you must daily follow the advice Paul gave men and women in the Corinthian congregation. Stay firm in the faith, be brave, be strong. And then it quotes 1 Corinthians 16:13, so why don't we turn there, okay? And then when you get there, can you read verse 13?
Stay awake, stand firm in the faith, carry on as men grow mighty.
Good. Okay, so he said we have to do what?
Stay awake, stand firm, and grow mighty.
So to stay awake means we need to pay attention. And in your case, we can see when it's someone's birthday because the parents will bring in cupcakes first thing in the morning. So you can say a little prayer to Jehovah to help you to be brave when they offer you a treat. Next, he says to stand firm. Well, you are doing that. You are saying, no thank you, even though they keep asking you. Now, what if they ask you, why won't you take it? What should you do? Should you just hold back and just ignore them?
I've done that.
Does it work?
Sometimes, but they still keep asking.
Well, let's keep reading in the article for advice. It says, learn to speak up also when you're faced with temptation. And then it quotes Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. So let's turn there, okay? And then I'm going to also read verse 15. It says, my son, if sinners try to seduce you, do not consent. Verse 15, my son, do not go in the way with them. Hold back your foot from their roadway. So even though there may be a lot of students or just the ones asking at your table, no matter what they say, we don't follow or go along with them, just so that they leave us alone. You know, the more that you stand up for Jehovah, the more your classmates will see that you will not budge in your decision. Pretty soon they won't even ask you because they know your decision already. And that's where Grow Mighty fits in. Remember when it was Miss Friedel's birthday and someone decorated the outside of her classroom? One of the teachers thought it was me because I'm in the classroom so much. But do you know what she said?
No.
You're right. She said no, it was definitely not Janine because she knew I wouldn't do that. She said that I definitely wouldn't do that. So in just those few months that you've been in that classroom, she's learned that we will not budge on our beliefs. You know, this article finishes by saying, you will still be teased or mocked for your stand, yet many will begrudgingly admire you. Mike, another teenager, says, a lot of guys know I'm a witness, and they give me respect. If they're going to discuss something bad, they will say, Mike, we're getting ready to talk, so if you want to leave, leave. Not all youths will accord you such respect, but God will certainly be pleased by your course. One Christian youth thus says, don't worry about what other kids think about you. God's opinion is what counts, and he will bless you for having the courage to be different. So Tatum, you will be making Jehovah very happy for standing up for him and being loyal to him. So remember the scripture you read earlier? We need to do what?
Stay awake, stand firm, and grow mighty.
Very good. Sounds like you got it. Maybe at family worship we can practice what you'll say next time.
Very good. Okay, I like that idea. Now, can we go get some frozen yogurt before I finish my homework?
Sure, that sounds good. Let's go grab your coat.